Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this special concert event. I'm Michael Marsalik from Montana Public Radio, and it's my pleasure to welcome you, if you're here in the Montana Theater or if you're listening on Montana Public Radio, on our expanded service around the state. Welcome. We're here to celebrate the release of Brian Kopper's latest recording. It's called In Absolute Motion, and we've got a great evening of activities for you. We're going to have an intermission that will happen about halfway through the show, and for the radio audience there will be a 20-minute interview that was recorded last week, and for those of you in the theater, a chance to check out the recording and sign up on the mailing list if you'd like. If you're listening to the radio broadcast tonight, you can check out Brian's website at any time, and his website has all sorts of information about the recording as well as the band and other projects that Brian has done. That address is www.kopper.com. That's Kopper. For those of you that are listening, I'll describe the scene. We have positions and microphones set up for 9 of the finest musicians in the region. And here on stage to begin the show, from Billings, Montana, percussionist Clay Green. Playing stand-up double bass tonight all the way from Seattle, Washington, Clipper Anderson. Thanks for coming along tonight. Please welcome Mr. Brian Kopper. Watched your mind till it caught like bottled perfume. Breath consumes all the lights. Breath consumes. In the shadows I can see a ghost, feeding my need to buy into the worthless stones that come rolling through my mind's eye. Wake at night, head tight, turning pages. My boat capsizes in a sea of paper. Leaving me to drown in a pool of fiction. Unsure of my position, unsure of my position. Tired in the workings, moved in my tightly bound by shallow's commands. Time withstands all the lights. Time withstands. In the shadows I can see a ghost, feeding my need to buy into the worthless stones that come rolling through my mind's eye. I wake at night, head tight, turning pages. My boat capsizes in a sea of paper. Leaving me to drown in a pool of fiction. Unsure of my position, unsure of my position.
Thank you very much. That first piece we played was in the first track of the CD. It's called Watched Are You. That was Lawrence Duncan playing saxophone. I'd like to welcome Jen Adams to sing some background vocals with me on this next cut, this next song. This song was a very special piece for me to record because it was written by my cousin. And this is an arrangement of this piece. And he's a songwriter who lives in the Twin Cities. And I hope his music gets heard as a result of this. It's called Turn Me Around. I'm alive and sailing midstream, hell and high water, you know what that means. But I went overboard in a barrel. Now I'm sailing into the mighty pool of dreams. Turn me around, point me toward the North Star. Turn me around, point me toward the sea. Turn me around, don't shoot me with your broken arrow. Turn me around, come and rescue me. Caught up in a bigness beneath the mighty ocean breeze. See no hope of getting to the surface as the breath is running out of me. And I'm lying in the calm, still water, and I see no point in letting out a scream. Looks like everybody's gone home for dinner, back to the land of make-believe. Turn me around, point me toward the North Star. Turn me around, point me toward the sea. Turn me around, don't shoot me with your broken arrow. Turn me around, come and rescue me. All this rain keeps falling down, muddy river rises up and out of control. Feel like a fish trapped in a brown pool of water, trapped by the receding tides of Mother Nature's ease, of Mother Nature's ease. Looks like I'm leaning out for bending branches, and I try to hook up to that sugar maple tree. Looks like I'm really in a pickle, Lord. Well, if that bough, it breaks on me. Turn me around, point me toward that North Star. Turn me around, point me toward the sea. Turn me around, don't shoot me with your broken arrow. Turn me around, come and rescue me. rescue me. Rescue, rescue me. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. I'd like to welcome back to the stage Mr. Lawrence Duncan. Only this time, Lawrence is going to be playing bassoon instead of soprano sax. And I'd also like to welcome Beth Bramhall-Floridas on piano. I spent a year living in northern Spain many years ago and was very captivated with northern Spain. And it also, let's bring one more person out here. Melody Wilson is going to be singing with me on this song. I was very captivated with northern Spain, and when I had lived there, I continually went to this place that is the most northern point, and it's called El Cabo de Peñas. And it's just a very magical place. And this song was a song that was a long time coming for me. I wanted to write a song about this place while I was there, and it took many years before it sort of surfaced. And it surfaced recently, and so it became a part of this CD project. It's going to feature Clay playing some more kalimbas, which he played on Watchstar U. For those of you listening at home and can't see Clay's enormous setup, know that somewhere in there are some kalimbas. And if you hear them, you can sort of just imagine that they're just a very small part of this. It's just kind of how you feel when you're at El Cabo de Peñas. You feel very small. And so this is about that place. Out on the Cape, drunk with spray, I dance across the razor's edge of moss-covered granite. Rock formed as a circle within a circle, red meeting white, repeating at the waterline. They say the four winds meet here, their voices gather in a vacuum. Long before the lighthouse knew the Cantabrian blue, this place was the edge of the earth. Hills roll green along the green coast, the northernmost part of Spain. Entre el cabo y las olas, los vientos como cuatro gaviotas suben contra el rostro del cielo. Entre el paro y la oscuridad, un rayo de luminosidad cubre la superficie del mar. They say the four winds meet here. Their voices gather in a vacuum. Long before the lighthouse knew the Cantabrian blue, this place was the edge of the earth. The hills roll green along the green coast, in Cabo de Peñas, in Cabo de Peñas. Could I have a little jazz to tune by, please? Thank you. I don't know what else to say. These guys are... I think all great songwriters at some point in their careers do ballads or do a ballad. I'll let you know if I ever get that far. But I want to do one cover song tonight, and it's It's one of my favorite ballad pieces to do, and it was written by a guitar player named Richard Thompson, who in my opinion is a performer's performer. If you ever get to see him play, he's worth the drive. If he's 200 miles away, he's worth the drive. If he's 1,000 miles away, he's still worth the drive. It's an art to see this guy play. He will humble you if you are into guitar music. And this is one of his pieces. It's called 1952 Vincent Black Lightning.
Said Red Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. A girl could feel special on any such like. Said James to Red Molly, well, my hat's off to you. It's a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. Seen you at the cafes and corners, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favorite color scheme. And they pulled her on behind and down to the Box Hill they did ride. Said James to Red Molly, here's a ring for your right hand. But I'll tell you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man. I fought with the law since I was 17, and I robbed many a man to get my Vincent machine. Now I'm 21 years, might make 22, and I don't mind dying, but for the love of you. And if fate should break my stride, then I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Come down, Red Molly, called Sergeant McCrae. They've taken young James 80 for armed robbery. Shotgun blast to his chest, left nothing inside. Come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. Came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, running out of breath. Oh, but he smiled to see her cry. Said, I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Said James to Red Molly, there's nothing in this world beats a 52 Vincent and a red-headed girl. Now Nortons and Indians and Greaves just won't do. They don't have a soul like a Vincent 52. reached for a hand and he gave her the keys. Said, I've no further use for these. I see angels on aerials in leather and in chrome, swooping down from heaven to carry me home. And he gave her one last kiss and died. And he gave her his Vincent to ride.
Thank you very much. Giant Springs. It's pure Montana. Well, this next piece I'd like to do is a song that I wrote when I was about 18. And it's a song that has a very serious meaning and very serious theme. And I wrote it at a time when my mother was struggling with cancer. And I recently lost a friend last month to leukemia. It's crazy how life works sometimes. And this song is called Trying Times.
Stay only to reckon with my salty tears. If I do not answer, my mind is turned away, facing time in my idealistic way. I can only optimize my thoughts. Softly I lay awake thinking about the week gone by like rain. Only answering when I am beckoned, close my eyes to dream without the pain. Stay only to reckon with my salty tears. If I do not answer, my mind is turned away, facing time in my idealistic way. I can only optimize my thoughts. worry, she said, smiling, I cannot feel a thing. But I can only worry that my love will be enough to help us through these trying times. Stay only to reckon with my flawless tears. Time foresaw the future all of these years, dreaming of tomorrow. She told me what she saw, living to be old and happy naturally. Living to be old and happy naturally.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that brief jazz interlude. Clipper Anderson, sitting in on double bass, and Clay Green. We're going to do a song here with some more musicians. I've got vocalist Jen Adams back on stage, and introducing now for the first time tonight, Beth Youngblood Peterson on violin, and Janet Harvig on cello. This is a song that this whole project's been collaborations. It's been a great joy for me to work with all these wonderful musicians, and one musician who is behind the scenes so much is my wife Julie. She's an artist and is a poet, and this song comes from many paintings that she's done. There are words that the titles of these paintings, like Watching the River Red and Stepping from the Sky Green, are paintings, a series of horse paintings that she did. And this song is called Sketches of a Child.
Watching the river red, blood on stones, I open my world for you to see clearly. Colors that stand alone, shedding the past, a shadow skin. I step from skies green into a truth willing, washing away the sin, away the sin. We are just sketches of a child,
just children
waiting to see blue. We are just single notes inside what we all long to be. Watching the river red, blood on stones. I'm more than just words for you to hear clearly. Voices that stand alone, shedding the past, a shadow skin. I step from skies green into a truth waiting, washing away the sin, away the sin. We are just sketches of a child,
just children
waiting to see blue. We are just single notes inside what we all long to be, what we all long to be, what we all long.
We're going to switch things around a little bit and welcome back Beth Bramhall Floridas on piano and Lawrence Duncan on soprano saxophone. We're going to take a 20-minute intermission after this song, and I say 20 minutes because I know it's exactly 20 minutes. We are live on Montana Public Radio, and in keeping with that, I hope to see you back here in 20 minutes after this break. This song is called Channeling, and I think the best way to describe this, I wanted to do a song kind of in tribute to the major appliance that we give so much credit to in many of our homes. And a good friend of mine said that the best thing about This appliance was, when it was turned off, you could see yourself dancing in the reflection.
Be-ba-dum, deep down, be-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Be-ba-dum, deep down, be-ba-da-da-da-da.
Am I right of center or left of left? Senator will answer. You see, like you and a million others, I center myself, my pictures, my furniture and life around my TV, where I find solace every night. It's my child and babysitter, my umbilical cord to the world. And it doesn't mind if I show up late for dinner, eat alone, or fall asleep at the wheel. It's my connection with a million. It's my topic for tomorrow. It's what's on my TV.
Be-ba-dum, deep down, be-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Be-ba-dum, deep down, be-ba-da-da-da-da.
Best of all, I can charge it on my Sears card with no interest or finance charges for the first 90 days of our relationship. And then, of course, it'd be too late to say goodbye and, part with it. We're not so different. We're not so smart. We're not so practical or appreciative of art. But art, it begs the simple question. Is there an art to my TV? And without hesitation, I'd state in blissful glee, yes, there's an art to television. It's what's on my TV. It's what's on. It's what's on my TV. It's what's on. That's what's on my TV.
And welcome back to the Montana Theater here on the University of Montana campus. We're broadcasting live on Montana Public Radio this evening, and thanks to all of you who are joining us here in the theater tonight, and thanks to all of you that are listening. We'll continue with the second half of the program. On stage at this moment is Clay Green from Billings on percussion, Lawrence Duncan going to play Koroi flute. We have Beth Bramhall Floridas piano, Clipper Anderson double bass, and Mr. Brian Kopper guitar.
Looking I was for the silhouette of your soul. Looking I was for the silhouette of your soul. And in a dream, a moon, 3/4 full, danced among a sea of clouds, danced among a sea. Understanding, I wished to know the exactness of your words, your need. And your need. And in the dream a spirit appeared, dressed in crystalline styles, touching the soul, arousing, becoming silent tear. Finding its way to a longing I am for that which is called love. Finding its way to a longing I am for that which is called love, loving you and I. And in the dream, spirit appeared, dressed in crystalline stars, touching the soul, arousing, becoming silent tear. On my face,
Thank you very much. That piece is entitled In a Dream. It was another collaboration lyrically. Actually, this one, completely lyrically, that one was written by my wife, Julie Norris, before we met. You could say we were looking before then. We're going to do another song from the record. It's ironic, I think most of them, if not, have been from the record. So this one is called Shearwater, and it's going to feature a little cello being played by Janet Harvig.
Lying on the blue side of the wind, my feet dangle beneath the surface. The fears that hold me upright in the world, pull from a bag of justified reasons. My moon rises fuller than before, near an ocean, near an answer. I stop the motion of my blood and curse. Shearwater's suicidal dive. Knowing the fears that hold me upright in the world, my feet dangle beneath the surface. I am an infant bird caught in a suicidal dive. Flying on the blue side of the wind. My moon rises fuller than before, near an ocean, near an answer. I stop the motion of my blood and curse. Shearwater's suicidal dive. She's a green canopy, moving paper kites. In a dance of thousands, sung by one. Ashes to water, water is to life. Her body is released in the spindrift to take flight. Flying on the blue side of the wind. My feet dangle beneath the surface.
Thank you very much. I'd like to add to the string section now by welcoming back Beth Youngblood Peterson on violin. This next song is a song that I wrote. It's probably one of the oldest songs that's featured on this new record. I wrote this song when I was a freshman in college, and I wrote it with a good friend of mine who's from England, and his name is Mark Trudinger. And one day we were out skiing. I laugh because we were in Wisconsin out skiing, and it's kind of an oxymoron. But the fact of the matter is, we were. You get a lot of time on chairlifts. You're just up and down, and it's like, there we go. Hey, let's go again. And so we were on one of our uprides, and Mark started reciting this poetry, and I thought, wow, that's great. I was kind of really into Keats at the moment, and I thought, wow, who is this, John Keats? And I just saw his head just sort of explode on the chairlift as I realized it was his poetry that I was referring to as Keats, and he was very flattered, and he should have been. It's a wonderful poem, and I've always wanted to record it with strings. When I moved out to Montana, I met these wonderful musicians, and they were so gracious enough to come and play with me on this recording and help realize a long-awaited dream of making this song come to life with strings. So it's called Tied by the Ribbon of Your Soul. Her most beautiful aspect, as I suppose is true for all beautiful women, is her eyes. They change color like the sunset moon or the surface of the sea when shadowed by a cloud in the sky. She is formed in a crucible of wisdom. Her mind is the expanse of the horizon. She is a fierce and consuming forest fire. She has perfect control over limitless desire.
Every move she makes is a kiss, and every word she says is entrancing. Oh, I wish she was away on the sea, so she would always be dancing. She's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dancer.
everything's fine. My life is just tripping along. The rest of my future's just around the corner, and I see you. And I see you again. Sound fails, my tongue falters, and a thin fire steals through my veins. I'm caught in the sweetest suspension, and I'm desperately trying to keep control. My heart is in a state of suffocation, tied by the ribbon of your soul.
Every move she makes is a kiss, and every word she says is entrancing. Oh, I wish she was away on the sea, so she would always be dancing. She's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dancer.
Beth Youngblood, Janet Harvig, Clipper Anderson, and Clay Green. I'm going to do another solo piece here. This is a song that I probably will continue to learn how to play. And it's one that I wrote and from the first CD that I recorded. It was the title to cut. It's called Dreaming of the Sun. And I had gone and met with this great guitar player named Dean McGraw, who is a wonderful player in the Twin Cities area. And I'd had a lesson with Dean. And he was talking to me. He was just this really excited guy, and he's like a little pixie. If you've ever seen him play with Peter Ostrusko, he's an amazing guitar player, and he's always really, you gotta play, and you guys. And so he's talking to me about how these strings, like imagining the strings as like really tense people, and you touch them and they react, and it's like, okay, I'm trying to absorb what this lesson was about, and he was. It made sense to him, and I thought it should make more sense to me at the time. And when I left and I went home, I started thinking about it, and I thought, oh, okay, I think I know where he's coming from. And I went home and wrote this song. And in many ways, it's sort of a day for me. It symbolizes thematically a day with a sort of a Spanish-sounding sunrise and a quasi-offbeat rhythm for the day, and then it ends with a very Michael Hedges-like sunset. And Michael Hedges is no longer with us, but he was a guitar player who inspired me a lot. And I'd like to dedicate this piece tonight to him. So it's called Dreaming of the Sun.
soft like carpet, the carpet of the earth. Naked aside the warmth we sleep, naked aside the warmth we sleep. Dreaming, 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 dreaming of the sun, of the sun. Golden screaming beams sail down near blue. The one cloud slows the light on my face. Smiling and grinning, smiling and grinning, and beaming at the thought. Breath is pure and music is hermetic, static, made for all. Dreaming, dreaming, sun. Sanguine energy is pouring from my soul. Music is for all. Music is for all. A color to be shared. Dreaming, 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 dreaming of the sun.
Thank you very much. Well, we're going to add the band back. This wonderful, wonderful group of musicians. We're getting near the end, but we're not quite there yet. This is a song that's really appropriate this time of year. It's called Spring Invites the New Day, and I'm going to feature again Clay on percussion, Lawrence Duncan on soprano saxophone, Clipper Anderson on double bass.
She may find her way, painting windows in my heart. Spring invites the new day, closing the winter's dark. Just be here now, like a seed planted in the rain. Just be here now. springtime change. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. Blue colors in New Orange as dusk pulls the sun from our view. Life, thought, and emotion died in the color of you. Just be here now, like a seed planted in the rain. Just be here now, in the springtime change. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da. Under a canopy, reclined in the corner of your eye. What you wanna be is reflected inside. Just be here now, like a seed planted in the rain. Just be here now, in the springtime change. Just be here now, like a seed planted in the rain. Just be here now, in the springtime change. Springtime change, springtime change, springtime change.
Lawrence Duncan on saxophone. Does that just get you in the mood to just want to run outside? Is anybody running outside right now, listening on the radio? Let's just try to listen in for a second. I think I hear someone. Oh no, get away from that sprinkler! We'll see if they make it. I don't know. Where did all you guys disappear? Musicians. So I think we're getting close to the end, and I'm sad to say that we're getting close to the end because this has been so much fun for me, and I hope it's been fun for you guys too. There's many, many people that I have to thank for tonight's event, and for those of you listening in on the radio, you will hear those credits at some point, probably within 15 minutes. And I won't bombard everybody tonight with double thanks, but there are many people, and most of all, I'd like to thank the musicians who came out and played with me tonight and played with me on this recording. Some people who are making it happen here tonight are Ron Reeves is our engineer on sound. He's been doing a great job, so give it up for Ron. And for those of you who can't appreciate the lights, but for those of you who are here, you can appreciate the lights, and those have been designed and run by Greg Garber. Let's give it up for Greg Garber, please. Thank you very much, Greg. And I know if I started doing more thanks, I'll forget people, so I won't do that. But I want to just say, back on stage, we have Beth Youngblood Peterson on violin, Janet Harvick on cello, Clipper Anderson still with us on bass, Melody Wilson's joined me again on vocals, Lawrence Duncan's still here playing saxophone, and Clay Green. Look at this setup. Let's give it up for Clay Green. This next piece, we got to sort of showcase a little bit of Clay's multi-instrumental talent. It's a song that's called Sanskaras, and Sanskaras is a Sanskrit word that kind of refers to past lives, or that, if you don't know if you believe in past lives or not, but if you do, it's sort of their tendencies and that shape one's basic outlook in life are sanskaras. And this song is an epic kind of piece. It was one that is about 10.5 minutes in length on the CD and was very fun to record and mix, and it's very different than the rest of the music that you've been hearing tonight, and in many ways it's very influenced by the East and India for me. So I'm excited to present it to you tonight. So without any further ado, Clay Green.
Ah. 'Cause
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. All right. I think I got just the right thing for you now. But would you be willing to help me out? This is I think we might have lost our radio audience, but I'm glad to still have you here, and it means a great deal to me that you all came out tonight. So I want to thank you for coming. This is a little song that I wrote in high school. And it's a song that I'll probably be playing for the rest of my life. Happily, though. It's a song that's called Astronomy Revisited, and I had this great wacky physics teacher in high school named Mr. Bramer, and he was hip, man. He was cool. He was, way into the hippie thing, and we were way into the hippie thing and thought he was just cool. And I know I'm dating myself when I say that I thought the hippie thing was cool. This is well after the hippie thing was cool. And, but we'd have like hippie day, and he'd have actual hippie clothes, and we'd be, trying to fake hippie. And, hey, yeah, I'm Mr. Bramer. Yeah, dude, yeah, cool. They're like, what's up for that physics exam? Okay, so you didn't say cool? Okay, that's all right. Groovy? Yeah. And he was great. He was really great, and he was way into motivating students and letting his students have outlets for their creativity, if they had creativity. Not saying that, where I grew up was just beaming with creativity, but it was Minnesota, and we all know Rochester, Minnesota is a little bit like Lake Wobegon, and there's a lot of happy youth there. And so we had this exam, and it was after our physics unit, and we were able to do something creative as part of this exam. We could, write a poem or draw a picture or do a painting or whatever it was, and it just had to incorporate all 6 astronomers that we had studied and present something about them. So I took the poem idea and I ran with it. I just said, all right, I'm doing the poem, and I didn't see anywhere in the fine print about songs, but I came in for the exam with my guitar and I played this song. And now I want you to help me relive that moment. Imagine 30 peers looking at you like, all right, okay, I'll do it. It's cool. The lyrics are, hey baby, what's your sign? Tell me yours, and I'll tell you mine. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward there. I can tell I've got a very bright group here, and you'll do just fine. Now, it gets a little complicated. It's universal constellations. You can fathom the universe in constellations. Heliocentric complications. That seemed like a mind bender for me, but it's just the sun at the center, I guess, and it bugged a couple of the astronomers, as you'll find out. But that heliocentric complications, they all add up to just one thing, astronomy. So I'll sing it once, just sort of ease into it and decide where your voice should fit, and really it's made for everybody, so have fun with it. Hey baby, what's your sign? Tell me yours and I'll tell you mine. Universal constellations, heliocentric complications, all add up to just one thing, astronomy. Think you can do that? All right, let's try it once. We'll ease into it, find our groove.
Hey baby, what's your sign? Tell me yours and I'll tell you mine. Universal constellations, heliocentric complications, all add up to just one thing, astronomy. Rockin' out. All right. You know, I'm missing some accompanying background vocalists. So if Jen Adams and Melody Wilson want to join me on stage, you're welcome to come out. Maybe Jen will surface. There we go. Now we're ready for the factual data. Sit back, brace yourselves, prepare for your worst Trivial Pursuit game, and you'll be ready. Ptolemy thought he knew it all. The earth stood still and the others revolved. He wrote about this heavenly essence. Everything is quintessence. Copernicus then came along and said, Ptolemy, yo, you figured all wrong, dude. Let me set the record straight. The sun's at the center and the others rotate. Are you ready, everybody? Here we go. Hey baby, what's your sign? Tell me yours and I'll tell you mine. Universal constellations, heliocentric complications, all add up to just one thing, astronomy. Tycho back in 46 recorded the stars with perfectness, and then one day he drank too much and his bladder exploded. Kepler, the antisocial guy, stopped one day to ponder the sky. Wrote 3 laws depicting motion. All planets have a loop squared, sun and moon focus planets equal area over equal time, and t squared over r cubed equals a constant. Here I go now. Hey baby, what's your sign? Tell me yours and I'll tell you mine. Universal constellations, heliocentric complications, all add up to just one thing, astronomy. Galileo was a brilliant man, and then the Inquisition dealt its hand and walked away with his head bent down and said, look man, the earth spins around. It spins around. Sir Isaac Newton changed history. A tad schizophrenic, but that's no mystery. With Kepler and Galileo's laws, he rewrote all of astronomy's flaws. That's right. Astronomy's flaws. Everybody now singing with me like you mean it. Hey baby, what's your sign? Tell me yours and I'll tell you mine. Universal constellation, interstellar complications, all add up to just one thing. Astronomy. Bring it way down. All right, everyone. Here's your big chance to shine. Let's do it. Here we go. Hey, baby, what's your sign? Tell me yours and I'll tell you mine. Universal constellations, heliocentric complications, all add up to just one thing, astronomy. Hey baby, what's your sign? Tell me yours and I'll tell you mine. Universal constellations, heliocentric complications, all add up to just one thing, astronomy. One more time. Hey baby, what's your sign? Tell me yours, baby, I'll tell you mine. Universal what? Constellation. They all add up to what? Beth Bramhall Floridis on piano, Beth Youngblood Peterson on violin, Janet Harvig on cello, Jen Adams vocals, Melody Wilson vocals, Clipper, the wild, incredible bass player Anderson, multi-instrumentalist Lawrence Duncan, and keeping us all together and sane, Clay Green. Thank you so much. Thank you.